So we have a 2017 Chevy Volt. It's pretty cool. One of the things we're working on right now is this the backup camera. So the backup camera is very fuzzy. Now, by very fuzzy, I mean like it has like cataracts or something, because every time I do reverse, it's all fuzzy and the glare from lights hits it. Everything's pretty messed up. So we'll go ahead and change it real fast. It's pretty quick. It's pretty simple too. Let's do it. We have a replacement backup camera. Hopefully this fits exactly, because this is from Master Tailgater, whatever. Anywho, this is the right plug. Okay, on the bottom of this thing, this is and it is an old one. I took off the license plate because there is a special holder here that if you push this out, it actually clips on the wiring harness for it. So, long story short, all you need to do is get yourself a pry tool, like these plastic ones. Go ahead and slip it underneath. And there we go. One side and the other side too. There you go. So you can see this here, and this one actually has a plug in the back. This is the original OEM one, so that's the model number if you want to see it, but don't know why, but the inside lens is really foggy. We'll fix that later by just replacing it with a third-party new one. This is a third-party one. This is not OEM, of course. This is basically one I got off of Amazon. I tried 3 other ones. It didn't really fit, but hopefully this one fits like a charm, and let's try it. So now that that's unplugged or disconnected, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this if you want. This makes this life easier. I basically unplugged the camera from it, so I can actually push it through. The reason why is because this is totally accessible underneath, and I'll show you that right now. I'm underneath the car, and right there is the cord. So if you want to, just slide this thing off that way, or just pull the plug if you want. Either way, no big deal. Pretty awesome, pretty straightforward. Just unplug this thing, unplug the plug, swap out the camera, plug it back in, you're done. Probably takes around, what, 5-10 minutes to do this? Anyways, that's it. In order to get in here, just a little perspective here, there's an open area here that you can reach your arms in, which is fine. You could jack the car up if you want, but overall, it's pretty easy to get to. There's no need to take off the bumper or anything to change out the camera. It's pretty accessible through the back of the underneath of the car, right next to the exhaust pipe. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Let's go ahead and do this. The old plug is there. Holy crap, did they like bend this thing or what? Anyways, the old one's there. I'll go ahead and push it through. I'll put the new one in. And this camera is totally different from the OEM one. So this is like a third-party one. So I'm not gonna push it all the way in yet. I'm gonna plug it in and make sure it works. So this should work for the Chevy Volt according to what it says, but looking at it, it's a little different in terms of it. This is the original one. This is the non-OEM one. So overall, the housing looks very similar, which is nice. But at the same time, this part, the camera, it looks a little bit smaller, which is interesting. So as a comparison, there you go. Yeah, it's like a smaller lens camera. Whatever, as long as it works, it better work, otherwise it's going to return. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out. I'm going to put this baby to the side, have my little kit, but you really don't need a wrench or anything, because when you go underneath for it. So if you look closely, that little tablet there is moving, is there right behind the license plate, and that should hold that cable. So we'll go unplug this cable and then just pull it right out. Good. Now that I pull this thing off, pull it off like that. I just grabbed it underneath the thing, reached my hands in, pulled it off. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the new one, and let's see if this thing goes. here's the new one. Round, square. Where are you? Round, square. Okay. Let's get you plugged in. It's all the way in. Okie dokie. Let's try it out. Okay, switching to L mode. And it works. Okay, since it works, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this plastic now and shove this thing up here. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's do it again. Awesome, it works. Perfect. Nice and clean. Not as good of a picture as prior, but still I know where everything is. I can see things. It's good. Better than a fuzzy picture, which I can't see squat. Okay guys, here's the new one, and basically looks like the parking lines look about right. I need to make sure I adjust for that, but at the same time, glare, that's how it should look. There shouldn't be glare that causes the whole thing to flare up. So anyways, yay, task complete. Took about 10-20 minutes. It might take a little longer the first time, but the hardest part is unplugging the plug. Anyways, that's about it. Thanks guys.